Alrighty then, hey guys, what's up? It's me, Priscilla. So for today's tutorial, we're gonna go ahead and jump into our Sing characters by Illumination. They're the same people who made Minions and Despicable Me. So this movie was fantastic. I loved it. I listen to the soundtrack all the time, so if you haven't seen it, make sure you go see it. And so today we're gonna start off with my favorite character, just because he's one of my favorite animals. We're gonna start with Buster Moon. Now koala bears are fairly easy because they're made up of a bunch of circles, especially Buster. So I'm gonna jump off to the side. Let's say we want our ears, since we are looking at him on a front view. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this is where I want each ear to start. So I'm going to start one ear here, bring it around, and attach. Make it a little bit smaller, and then jump over here, bring that up, and attach. You just want to make sure that each ear is the same size. So after that, I want to go ahead and divide up his face. Since we are still looking at him from a front view, we can go ahead and decide that's the middle of his face. So to help us out just a little bit, let's go ahead and draw his eye line right about there, because Buster's eyes are really close to the top of his head. After that, let's go ahead and right here, we'll start his nose. So you're gonna go ahead and round this out and bring this down. So it looks like a weird looking dinosaur egg, where it's rounded off at the top, rounded off at the bottom. Then you're gonna go ahead and draw a circle right here. Big circle. And you're going to go ahead and draw a circle right here as well. We're going to go ahead and place his mouth, so we're going to get really close to his nose. It's going to be right underneath. So we're going to start it right there, pretty close. Go ahead and just bring it up here. And bring it up here. Let's go ahead and shape up his head just a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and draw an eyebrow right above his eye. Like that. Jump over here, do the exact same thing. Chop off that corner just a bit. Then the top of his head can be flattened a little bit. So we flatten this, bring this around. A little bit more, by giving him a little bit of cheeks. You're actually going to bring in this line and go right underneath his eye. Same thing for over here. You're going to bring out this line, give a little bit more of cheeks. And you're going to keep the fullness of his face. So it's still nice and round, but you're just bringing out his cheeks a little bit here and a little bit here, and you're bringing those lines underneath where his eyes are gonna go. Let's clean up some guidelines. So what I wanna do to his eyes is I'm gonna go ahead and for his top eyelid, we're not gonna shape up his eyes that much. They are just going to be circles because he has really wide eyes, but the top of his eyelids is a very dark line. We'll jump right here, make a circle, and you're gonna jump right here, make a circle here as well, like he's looking up and watching an audition. So I'm going to go ahead and make a shine here and shine here. And we'll jump inside, give him his pupil. And his eyes are blue. I'm gonna lightly shade those in. And we can kind of see something like an indication. He's made up of a lot of grays because he is a white and gray koala bear. So we've got a little bit of an indication of eyelids right here. The same for his lip. We can kind of see the bottom of his lip line. The thing you want to do for his nose is we do see a line right here and a line right here at the bottom. But let's go ahead and shade in his entire nose. Make this a nice dark line. Now the trick is to shade around the sides and the bottom. And a little bit at the top, make that nice and dark. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and jump up on the top of his head and give him that little itty bitty, it looks like a cowlick. If you have a cowlick in your hair, then you know it's just this piece of hair that's sticking up. It's super cute. So after that, the thing about Buster is he has a lot of shading going on. So his gray areas, so we go from each side of his mouth and we'll just go off to the side. Still want to make sure he has those dimples so we can see that he is smiling, and that is definitely his lip line and his mouth. But that whole area, excluding this part right here, down below, everything is gray. Now what I'd like to do is you jump up here just a little bit and you want to shade underneath his eyebrows and where that cheek line is that I told you to mark in when we were making his cheeks. So go ahead and shade around that. And you want to shade around his nose and down underneath his cheek. The thing is, you don't want to have these hard lines right here. You just want to make sure that you mark them off. You shade around it because you just don't want those extremely harsh lines. You just want to show that there is a division between the white and the gray part of his face. Now let's get to his ears. The thing you first want to do is you want to jump off to the side, bring off right here, divide that area up, jump over here, and divide this area up as well. So this is gray and this is gray, so I'm going to go ahead and shade that in. The thing about Buster's ears is he is a koala bear, so his hair is really, really long at the top of his ears. So you want to go ahead and go through and make it really hairy. And you just kind of want to add a couple more spots at the bottom of his white fur at the top of his ears. course want to go around from his face and give him his furry cheeks as well. Because he's a fuzzy koala bear. If you've ever seen a picture of a koala bear, you just want to hug it. I always look at koala bear pictures and I just want to hug them because they look so fluffy and adorable. I'm going to darken up his eyebrows just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to jump down below right here. He doesn't have that much of a neck that we can see, but you just want to go ahead and give him a little bit of that V-neck. Buster is my favorite because Buster is wearing a bow tie and bow ties are cool. So I'm going to jump right here and start off his bow tie with a circle. And you're going to go ahead and jump off to the side, make one side of the bow tie, and make another side of the bow tie. And then after that, what you're going to do is you're going to jump right here. I'm going to draw like a line through the bow tie. Bring it up here, same on this side, bring it up here, a little bit skinnier, collar doesn't have to be that wide, and then I get rid of those guidelines. But we just want to give that indication of his collar behind his bow tie, and then for right now you're just going to go ahead, lightly draw a circle. Then you're going to jump off from this side of the bow tie, from this side of his collar, You're gonna jump off to the side from his collar, curve this down, jump over here, curve this down, bring this out, down, like that. Jump off to the side, do the exact same thing, we'll bring it up, down, and detach. So keep in mind Buster's body, his head's super huge, but his body is really, really small. So after that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump off to the side, beginning right here, bring this down, bring it in, and then bring it down. Jump over here, bring this down, go inwards, bring it out, bring it down. And then you're just gonna go ahead and chop off the side of his collar. You still see his collar, but you're gonna see this is the lapels of his suit jacket. I think that's what they're called, lapels. And then of course you're gonna jump inside, bring down this side right here, and bring down this side right here. And then what you're gonna do is jump in, connect, do the exact same thing on the other side. So we see all of the folds that is going on with his suit. After that, you just want to go ahead and give a couple more lines to just give him more dimension to his suit. Jump over here, give a couple more lines over there. Now, for his hands, they are folded into each other. So he only has 4 fingers, so it shouldn't be that hard. But first, what I'd like to do is go ahead and cut off the blue sleeve to his suit jacket, and then the white sleeve. And jump over here, cut off this sleeve underneath, that's his blue sleeve. And here's his white sleeve. And then what I want to do is go up. And we'll start with this finger first, and then we'll jump over here. It's gonna be like a little wavy, kind of a snake kind of a thing pattern going on. So do that. And then this one. And then this one. And then this one's going to be turned inward just a bit. And to finish it off underneath, this one's going to be going underneath it. Because these are his pinkies and they're turning inward. this one's going to be on top, and I'm going to bring this hand down into here. This one's going to be overlapping this finger. Oh, there we go. And the only thing you have to do now is draw him at his table, because he's sitting and watching you audition. So the thing I would like to do first is go ahead and do a couple of things, give a little bit of texture to his bow tie, and this is a red bow tie. And color that in. And then his suit jacket is blue, so I'm just going to lightly shade that in as well. And there we have good old Buster Moon. So what scene character would you like to draw next? Just leave in the comments down below which scene characters you would like to draw next. We could either do it like 3 tutorials or 5, like we usually do on these kinds of series. But yeah, leave in the comments below who you want to draw next. Bye guys! Have a wonderful day!